So guys, we saw the definition of mod x or mod fx. So if mod fx is fx, we used fx positive when we solved it. If mod fx is given to be minus f, we use this and proceeded. Now similarly mod fx, if it was equal to a where a is positive, then we use plus minus a fx and solved. Okay, now if mod of fx is equal to minus fx whole mod, then we know that it is valid for all x, or for all x belonging to the domain of x. What is domain of fx? It is the values for which fx gives real value or defined values. Then we saw inequalities less than equal to a, which was minus a to a, greater than equal to a, which was greater than equal to a, less than equal to minus a. Again we saw these inequalities also, okay, where fx was between a and b, and the results, it was a to b or minus b to minus a. Also we saw few more results, like it is distributive in multiplication and the division also. Okay, so if it is f by g, f dot g mod f into mod g, f by g whole mod is mod f upon mod g, and so on. In addition, also we saw the identity mod f plus mod g greater than equal to f plus g whole mod. If it is equal to mod of f plus g, then it is for the then the product of f and g should be positive. Now the question arises, what if a question like this, example 1, like if it is given x mod x plus 3 minus x upon x greater than 4 is given. Now if you can see here, it doesn't fall into any of the formulae or the results that we did so far. Okay, so in that case, how we can solve? Okay, you can take another example also. It is like this question also, it doesn't falls into the given category. Okay, and the second thing is, one, we may have multiple mod like this, 2 mod x minus one less than equal to 1, which doesn't falls into any of these inequality categories of mod f plus mod g greater than equal to, it doesn't satisfy this. Okay, so in that case, how do we solve? The question arises, how do we solve question with of modulus which doesn't fall into any of the results that we derived, any of the properties or the rules of the modulus uh, that we did so far? So guys, the answer is, we have to define the mod. And when we define mod, like if single mod is there, it will generate two cases. Okay, like for example, if there is mod x minus 3 in any question, so x greater than equal to 3 would be one case, x less than 3 would be another case. So if there is single mod, there are two cases. Okay, and so after solving each of the cases, what we will do, we will do after solving cases, we have to take union of the cases. Okay guys, so we have to take the union of the cases. Okay, if you solve each of the case, you get some solution. Let's say here you got this, here let's say you got this, so the final answer would be the union of this and this. Okay, that I will show you. Now in case when there are more than two moduluses in a question, let's say if there are one mod x, another is mod x plus 5, two moduluses are there, so it will generate how many cases? So how many cases we need to solve? So minus 5 corresponding to x plus 5 guys, and 0 corresponding to mod x. 0 corresponding to mod x. So it will generate how many cases? It will generate 1, 2 and 3 cases. Now after solving all the 3 cases, we need to do what? We will take the union of all the 3 cases. Okay, so step by step we will solve. This is very fundamental way of solving it, and even if you don't remember any of the results that we did so far, this method can be employed anywhere. Any question can be solved irrespective of whether you know the previous results. These results, even if you don't remember, doesn't matter. By defining the mod and taking cases and solving them, it may take a little bit of time, but any question on the modulus can be solved using this concept of defining modulus, taking cases and then taking the union of the cases. Okay, so we will start with solving. I will tell you this example one we will solve. Okay, how we will solve this? So mod x plus 3 minus x upon x greater than 4. Okay, we have to find x. So since it doesn't falls into any of the formula or any category or inequality, we will define the modulus. Defining the modulus means getting rid of this vertical bars, and so that we can solve it further. So at x plus 3 equals to 0, it becomes minus 3. So mod x plus 3 is defined. This is, let's say, first case, second case. In the first case, when x is less than minus 3, the mod will give which sign when we define it? Yes, it will give minus sign. So it becomes minus x plus 3. The second case, when x is greater than equal to minus 3, it will give plus sign. So it will give plus x plus 3. So first case we will solve, and when you solve the first case, we are assuming that x is less than minus 3, and whatever you are getting after solving it, we have to take intersection with x less than minus 3. That would be the answer of the case 1. I will show you how. See, let x is less than minus 3. So mod of x plus 3 gives minus sign. So minus x plus 3. So in the question, x plus 3 minus x by mod x plus 3 minus x by x less than, greater than 4. In the first, it is minus x plus 3 minus x by x. 4 I will take on the left hand side, minus 4 greater than 0. So guys, this becomes minus x minus 3 minus x minus 4x by x, taking LCM. Okay, so that this x gets multiplied to this minus 4. So we will get minus 4x, so greater than 0. So this becomes minus x minus 4x becomes minus 6x minus 3 upon x greater than 0. Now minus 6x minus 3 is 0 at x equals to minus 3 by 6, which is minus half. We will plot the zeros and the poles using wavy curve method. The pole corresponding to x would be 0, and the pole corresponding to the 0 corresponding to minus 6x plus 3 would be minus half, guys. So now the rightmost interval, which is first, the rightmost interval would be, we will start with which sign? Since here it is negative coefficient of x, so we will start with negative sign. Then again we will change the sign to plus, and then again minus sign, guys. Now the question is asking for plus sign, guys. So we will take this plus. Okay, so minus half to 0. this is what we got, and what we got, we will take intersection with x less than minus 3. We'll take intersection with x less than minus 3 because this is what we initially assumed for. So x less than minus 3 is this. So if you take intersection, you get nothing, guys. Okay, there is no intersection. So x belongs to 5 we got in case 1. Okay, now we will solve case 2 when x is assumed to be greater than equal to minus 3. So in that case, mod x plus 3 is defined as plus x plus 3. So replacing the same, mod x plus 3 minus x by x greater than 4. Now removing the vertical bars with plus sign like this, minus 4 greater than 0, guys. Minus x plus x cancels out. Taking LCM, this x gets multiplied to minus 4, so we will get 3 minus 4x by x greater than 0, guys. Okay, so now again we will use wavy curve method and we will plot the 0 corresponding to 3 minus 4x, which is 3 by 4. Okay, because 3 minus 4x, if you equate it to 0, 3 equals to 4x, 3 by 4, and the pole x, that would be 0. Now we will start with minus sign because the coefficient of x is negative here, then again plus, then again minus. Now since the question is asking for plus sign, we will take our answer to be plus between 0 to 3 by 4, guys. Now 0 to 3 by 4 and x greater than minus 3 greater than equal to minus 3 is what we supposed in the beginning. So x greater than minus 3, when we will take intersection with this, so in this case we will get intersection which would be 0 to 3 by 4 only, guys. 0 to 3 by 4, x belongs to 0 to 3 by 4, which is our final answer, guys. Why? Because this is what we got from second. Now we will take union of first and second case. First we got nothing, so after taking union of first and second case we will get 0 to 3 by 4 only. Okay, which would be our final answer, 0 to 3 by 4. Okay, belongs to 0 to 3 by 4 as our final answer. Let's take another example, guys. Let's find x satisfying x square minus mod x minus 3 plus x greater than 0. So again, this question also, in this question also, as you can observe, it doesn't falls into any of this. So the hint would be as usual, define this mod x minus 3, okay, and then take two cases, okay, and solve for the two cases and then take union of the two cases. So now heading towards the solution, okay, x equals to 3. The first case, x is greater than equal to 3. The second case, x is less than 3, guys. So solving first case, so we assume let x is greater than equal to 3. Since we are assuming it, whatever the solution that we will getting after solving the first case, that we need to take intersection with x greater than equal to 3. This is what we did in the previous question as well. So x greater than equal to 3, mod x minus 3 would be defined as plus x minus 3. So mod x minus 3 plus x minus 3 So this question, x square minus x minus 3 plus x greater than 0. So here, as you can see, this mod is replaced by plus sign, so the minus which was there is intact here also. So now solving this, x square minus x plus 3 plus x greater than 0 minus x plus x cancels out, x square plus 3 greater than 0. X square plus 3 is a positive value which is always greater than 0. This is positive always, so which is greater than 0 for all x, belonging to R. So for all x belonging to R, that we need to take intersection with x greater than equal to 3. This is what we assumed in the beginning, and the answer that you get after solving it, that after that we need to take intersection, as I said. So if you take their intersection, you will get x greater than equal to 3. This is answer 1, answer obtained from case 1. Now we will solve case 2, where we assume that x is, let's say x is less than 3. In that case, mod of x minus 3 would be defined as minus of x minus 3. So our question, x square minus mod of x minus 3 plus x greater than 0, when you define it by minus sign, this becomes plus x minus 3 plus x greater than 0. So x square plus 2x minus 3 greater than 0. So fortunately, I think we can factorize this. So 2, 3 into 1, so 3x minus 3 greater than 0. Now taking x common, we got the factors here. Taking minus common, the two factors are x minus 1, x plus 3 greater than 0. Using wavy curve method, the 0 corresponding to x minus 1 is 1, and the 0 corresponding to x plus 3 is minus 3. Starting with plus sign on the rightmost interval, moving left, it becomes minus, because the powers are odd powers we have here. So now the question is asking for plus sign, so we will take this and this as our answer to the case second. But in the case second, what we assumed was this is what we assumed x less than 3. So we take intersection with what we assumed in the beginning of case 2. So x less than 3, so 3 and x less than 3, so it will go on the left, minus infinity to 3. Now if you take intersection, this and this region, okay, would be the common region. So the answer would be minus infinity to minus 3 and then 1 to 3. Okay, this would be the second answer. Now this is second answer, and we got the first answer as x greater than equal to 3. The second answer that we got, that I will write again here, the first case was x greater than equal to 3, which is this, greater than equal to 3, which is this. So if you, what we need to take after taking the cases is taking the union of the cases. Once you take the union, the answer would be minus infinity to minus 3, 1 to 3 is after that 3 to infinity, both are joined, so it will be a smooth line starting from 1 to infinity. So the answer would be minus infinity to minus 3 union 1 to infinity, okay, which I can write like this, 1 to infinity. So now we will see, guys. So we saw this defining mod concept in a question where there was only one mod. Now we are going to define mod when there are two or more modulus in a question. Let's take an example like this. Find x to mod x minus x minus 1 mod less than equal to 1, that we need to solve. So again, hint would be what, guys? Hint would be we have to define mod x, which would be defined at 0. We have to define mod x minus 1, which will be defined at 1. So it will create how many intervals in which we have to hunt for the solution? Yes, there 3 intervals are created. In the previous examples, 2 were created by single mod. If 2 mod are given, mod x and mod x minus 1, in this case 3 intervals are created. After solving each of the given intervals, first, second and third, we will finally take their union to get the final answer. So let's now head directly towards the solution part. Okay, so defining mod x and mod x minus 1, that let's do it like this. So guys, there are 3 intervals which are created, as I said. Mod x when x is less than 0. Let's say this is first case. In that case, mod x would be replaced by minus x. Okay, now since x is less than 0, so which is already lesser than 1, so mod x minus 1 would be replaced by what? X minus 1. Okay, so in second interval which we define, x is what? Greater than equal to 0 and less than 1. Okay, less than 1. In second interval this would be defined as plus x, but still mod x minus 1 would be minus x minus 1, which is positive in the third case, plus x minus 1, because x is greater than equal to 1, so mod is replaced by plus sign here, and here already it would be plus x only. So we will take each of the case, okay, and we will solve this. So if you assume x is less than 0, in that case mod x will replace by what? Mod x will replace by minus, mod x will replace by minus sign, and mod x minus again by minus sign. So the question, which is 2 mod x minus x minus 1 less than equal to 1, here mod x is replaced by minus x, so it becomes minus 2x. Again this would be replaced by minus of x minus 1, so this minus minus becomes plus x minus 1 less than equal to 1. In the first case this becomes minus x less than equal to minus 1 goes on the right hand side, becomes 2, and multiplying by minus 1, it will change the sign of the inequality, it becomes minus 2. Now once we obtain this, we will take intersection with what we initially assumed, which was x less than 0. So this x less than 0, if you take intersection x greater than equal to minus 2, which is this, and x less than 0, x less than 0 is this, x greater than equal to minus 2 is this, guys. Okay, so as you can see here, their intersection is minus 2 to 0. Minus 2 is present in both, so minus 2 closed, 0 open. So the first case, the answer came out to be minus 2 to 0. Now we will go for case 2. Case 2 is what, guys? Case 2 is when x is assumed to be 0 to 1, 0 included, this case 2, mod x would be replaced by plus sign and mod x minus 1 would be replaced by minus sign, guys. Okay, so the case 2 we will write now. So let x between 0 to 1, the question which was this, now here the mod x is replaced by plus x, so it becomes plus x, but here again it will be replaced by minus sign, the second mod, so minus of this, so 2x minus minus plus x minus 1 less than equal to 1, so which gives you 3x, 2x plus x minus 1 gives this side, it becomes 2, x dividing by 3, x less than equal to 2 by 3. Now x less than equal to 2 by 3, we will take intersection with what we assumed initially, which is 0 to 1. So x less than equal to 2 by 3, intersection x 0 to 1. So if you plot x less than equal to 2 by 3, it is this, okay, and x 0 to 1, if you plot, it is this, 0 is included, 0 to 1. So as you can see here, their intersection is what, guys? 0, 2 by 3. So this much is common to both. So the answer is of the second case is 0 included, since it is both, it is dark circle 2 by 3 also included, so 0 to 2 by 3. This is the answer of our second part. Now finally heading towards the third case, when x is what, guys? When x is greater than equal to 1, in this third case mod x is plus x, mod x minus 1 is again plus x minus 1. So both the moduluses in the third case, when we assume x greater than equal to 1, the question in this, mod x is replaced by plus x, so 2x, here also x minus 1 is plus sign, so this becomes 2x minus x plus 1 less than equal to 1, 1 and 1 cancels out, 2x minus x is x less than equal to 0. Now this is what we will take intersection with what we assumed in the third case, which was x greater than equal to 1. We will take intersection with x greater than equal to 0. So x greater than equal to 1, x less than equal to 1. So as you can see here, lesser than 0 is this, and greater than equal to 1 is this. So there is the intersection is nothing, x belongs to 5 in the third case. So finally what we will take union of first, second and third case union, okay, that is this. So the first case we got, guys, minus 2 to 0. In the second case we got 0 to 2 by 3. First case was minus 2 to 0. Third case we got nothing. So we will take the union of these three cases, guys, and as you can see here, minus 2 to 0 combined, here 0 is not there, here 0 is there, so taking union, 0 will come inside the union and it will be 2 by 3 till 2 by 3, 2 by 3 included, starting from minus 2 to 2 by 3, both included would be the answer, guys. Okay, So let's try this question, guys. So as usual, the hint would be we will define this mod 3x minus 1. 3x minus 1 would be defined at 1 by 3. Okay. And mod x plus 1 would be defined at x equals to minus 1. Okay, guys. So 1 by 3 and then x plus 1 is defined as minus 1. Okay, and then we will take three cases: first, second, third. What is the first case? Yes, first case is x is greater than equal to 1 by 3. What is the second case? Less than 1 by 3 but greater than minus 1. And third case would be x less than greater than equal to minus 1, less than minus 1. Okay, so all these three cases we will solve, guys. So 3x minus 1 and mod of x plus 1, guys. Their definition, that is when they will give plus and when they will give minus, depends on the interval. Let's in the third interval x is less than minus 1, so definitely 3x minus 1 also will give minus sign. X plus 1 obviously will give minus sign. And so here this at minus 1 this will be x mod, definition of x plus 1 mod will be changed, so it becomes plus x plus 1. Here also it will be plus x plus 1. Plus means this plus bracket x plus 1. So and since still x is less than 1 by 3, so it will still give minus sign. Now here at x equals to 1 by 3, more than that, this will give plus sign, so it will replace by plus sign, guys. So we will take we will solve each case one by one. So taking first case, which is x is when x is greater than, or when we assume x to be greater than equal to 1 by 3, in that case both the moduluses will give plus sign, guys. So the question mod of 3x minus 1 minus x plus 1, in the next step both will give plus signs, so it will give 3x minus 1 minus x plus 1 greater than 2. 3x minus x will give 2x minus 1, okay, minus 1 and minus 1 will give minus 2, minus 2 greater than 2. So next step, adding 2 both sides, this becomes 4. X greater than 2, x greater than 2 we obtained, but what we assumed in the question was x greater than equal to 1 by 3. Okay, so x greater than equal to 1 by 3, we will take intersection, guys. X greater than equal to 1 by 3, this is what we assumed. So x greater than equal to 1 by 3, we will take intersection. So x greater than 2 is this, x greater than 1 by 3. 1 by 3, guys, is on the left side. It is this. So their intersection, as usual, as you can see, it is x greater than 2 only. So this is first what we got is x greater than 2. Now the second case, when x is assumed to be lesser than 1 by 3 and greater than equal to minus 1. This is the Second case, guys. What happened? This is the second case, guys. When x is between -1 to 1 by 3. So mod 3x minus 1 will give minus sign, and mod x plus 1 will give plus sign. Okay. So mod 3x minus 1 will give 1 by 3 minus sign. So minus 3x minus 1. This will give plus sign. So minus of mod x plus 1 greater than 2. Minus is multiplied inside. Now 1 minus 1 cancels out. Minus 3x minus x gives minus 4x greater than 2. Multiplying by minus 1 by 4. What we will get is x, and the sign is reverse, minus 2 by 4. X less than minus 1 by 2 we got. Now we will take intersection with what? So intersection with what we assumed x to be, which was minus 1 to 1 by 3. So minus 1 to x minus 1 to 1 by 3 will take intersection. So x less than minus half. I plotted it like this: minus 1 to 1 by 3. Minus 1 is on the left side of minus half. 1 by 3 is this. Minus 1 is included, dark circle. Now if you draw perpendiculars to find the intersection, you will see that intersection would be the common length of interval is this, which is minus 1 is also included in both. So we will take here also minus 1, dark circle, minus 1 to half. This is the second part answer. Okay, now the third part, the third case, when we assume x to be what? Yes, when we assume x to be lesser than minus 1. In that case, in the third case, guys, as you can see here, in the third case, guys, this mod 3x minus 1 will now be replaced by minus sign, and here also mod x plus 1 would be replaced by minus sign. So rewriting the question in the next step, guys, both the moduluses, their vertical bars is replaced by minus sign, minus x plus 1. So minus minus becomes, this minus gets multiplied inside this, minus minus gets plus, x plus 1 greater than 2, minus 3x plus x is minus 2x, 1 plus 1 is 2 greater than 2, 2 cancels out both sides of the inequality, and minus 2x greater than 0 means x is less than 0. Why? Because if you multiply by minus half, the inequality sign gets reversed. Now we will take intersection with what? Yes, with what we assumed x to be, which was x less than minus 1 in the third case. So x less than minus 1. So x less than 0 is this, minus infinity to 0, which is this, and x less than minus 1. Minus 1 is on the left hand side, minus infinity to minus 1. Now if you take intersection, this much length of interval is common. So answer is x less than minus 1 in the third case. So joining first, union second, union third, which is this, guys. So guys, this x less than minus 1 means this, the third part. Second part we did it was minus half, minus 1 to minus half. First part we did, it was 2 to infinity. Now we will take the union of all these. Okay, which gives us what, guys? Minus infinity to minus 1. That we will take plus first, then minus 1. Here it starts again, so minus 1 is goes in continuation till minus half. This is the joining of second and third. Now again, after minus half we start with 2 to infinity. 2 to infinity, guys. So answer is minus infinity to minus half, open, union, open, 2 to infinity, guys. That is the answer. So the next question is from mains 2024. Find number of real solutions of x plus 5 mod plus 2 mod of x plus 7 equals to 2. So what should be our approach? What should be the hint of this problem, guys? Guys, again, since there are two mods involved, we will define them. See, mod x plus 5 would be defined at minus 5. Okay. And mod x plus 7 would be defined at what? Yes, minus 7. Minus 7 minus 5. Okay. So in these two intervals, we will define. So mod x plus 5 will change sign at minus 5. So guys, at minus 5, mod x minus 5, after minus 5, it will give plus sign, and on the left of minus 5, it will give minus sign. Minus means minus of x plus 5. Now similarly, x plus 7 mod, it will change sign at minus 7, means after minus 7, greater than minus 7, it will be plus. So either plus, here also it will be plus, lesser than minus 7, it would be minus. This is x less than minus 7. We call this as first interval. Second interval we call minus 7 to minus 5. And the third interval we call x greater than equal to minus 5. So all these three cases we will discuss, and we will check for the solution, and total number of real solutions would be the sum of number of solutions obtained in each of these cases 1, 2 and 3. So the solution again is like this, guys. We will solve case 1, in which we will assume x lesser than minus 7. So when x is lesser than minus 7 in case 1, x plus 5 mod will give minus, and x plus 7 also will give minus sign. So the question, x mod x plus 5 to x plus 7 equals to 2. Mod is replaced by minus sign. So minus x into x plus 5, here also minus sign. Minus 2 into x plus 7 equals to 2, guys. Minus gets multiplied, minus x square minus 5x minus 2x minus 14 equal to 2. Minus x square minus 7x, 2 goes right hand side, it becomes minus 16. multiplying by minus 1. This quadratic is now x square plus 7x plus 16 equals to 0. We can find its roots using factorization, but as you can check the discriminant, which is b square minus 4ac, b is 7 here, a is 1, c is 16, 49 minus 64 is negative. So first case, no real x is obtained in case number 1. So zero real roots were obtained in case 1. So now case 2, which is what, guys? So then the case 2 that we will solve, we will take x to be between minus 7 to minus 5, where mod x plus 5 is replaced by minus and x plus 7 mod is replaced by plus sign. So minus 7 to minus 5, if we assume x to be the question, so the first mod would be replaced by minus sign again, but now the second mod, which was mod x plus 7, would be replaced by plus sign. So here it is replaced by minus sign, it is replaced by plus sign. Now again x minus x into x minus x square minus 5x plus 2x plus 7 is 2x plus 2 7s are 14 equals to 0. Minus x square minus 5 plus 2x is minus 3x plus 14 equals to 0. Multiplying by minus 1 both sides, minus x square becomes plus x square plus 3x minus 14 equals to 0. Now solving for the roots minus b using a quadratic formula, minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a, where b is 3. So b square is 3 square, a is 1, c is minus 14, guys, upon 2 into 1. So solving this, minus 3 plus minus 3 3s are 9, 14, 40, 4 4s are 16. 4 4 is 56. Okay, guys, here a bit of miscalculation occurred. The thing is, here it was 2 and next step I wrote 0. So guys, this I have to change. So this is 2, this is 2. So now this 14 becomes 12. Okay, this I have to change. Okay, this becomes 12, guys, because 14 minus 2 is 12. So minus 12, this gives you the value 9 minus 4 12s are 48 whole upon 2 minus 3 plus minus root 57 whole upon 2 root 57. See, root 49 is 7. So root 57 is 7 point something. So plus 7 point something by 2 minus 3 minus 7 point something upon 2. Okay, so this becomes 4 point something upon 2 minus 10 point something upon 2. This becomes x, we will get 2 point something minus 5 point something, which is lesser than minus 5. As you can see here in the first case, x is lesser than minus 5 yes, greater than equal to minus 7 also there. So lesser than minus 5, this is okay, and greater than minus 7 also it is. So this solution we will choose, this solution we won't choose. So one real root we got in case 2. Okay, now case 3, when x is greater than what, guys? Yes, when x is greater than equal to minus 5. So in that case, both the moduluses will give what sign? Which sign, guys? Yes, mod x plus 5 will give plus sign. So simply removing the vertical bars and placing round brackets instead. Now x gets multiplied gives x square plus 5x. 2 gets multiplied gives 2x plus 14 minus 2 equals to 0. 2 goes on this side. So x square, 5 plus 2 is 7x. 14 minus 2 is 12 equals to 0. Now if you try to factorize this by splitting the middle term, 12 is 3 into 4. So 3 plus 4 is 7. So 3x plus 4x you can write, plus 12 equals to 0. X common from first and 4 common from second and third, fourth. We will get two factors as x plus 3, x plus 4 equals to 0. So two real roots in third. So in first we got 0, in second we got 1, in third we got 2. So in total we got 3 real roots. So the answer is 3. Okay guys. So guys, let's solve this one. Now as you can see in this question, there are 3 moduluses involved. So we need to define all the 3 moduluses, and it will create how many intervals, how many cases. Each case we have to solve. So if you see x minus 1, x minus 2 related to this, the point is 2. We sometimes refer to them as critical point, but that nomenclature is not that much required. So 2 we can write here. Now followed by, it is x equals to 1, so it is 1. Then followed by x plus 1, which is minus 1. So it will create how many intervals? 1, 2, 3 and 4 intervals, guys. Okay. So each of these moduluses, x minus 1, x plus 1, guys, and x minus 2, guys. Okay. Now in these 4 intervals, where the first interval is x less than minus 1, so the second interval is greater than equal to minus 1 less than 1. Third is greater than equal to 1 less than 2. Fourth is x is greater than equal to 2. Now x mod x minus 1, if you see, it is changing at x equals to 1, guys. Okay, it is changing at x equals to 1. So mod x minus 1 here, after 1 means greater than 1, it will give plus sign. So greater than 2, obviously it will give plus. So lesser than that, it will give negative sign, negative sign. Similarly, mod of x plus 1, if you see, at minus 1, it will be changed. So greater than minus 1, it will be minus, it will give plus sign, guys. It will give plus sign. So here also it will give plus, here plus, lesser than minus when it will give minus. Now about x minus 2 mod, greater at x equals to 2 it will change. So greater than 2 it will give plus sign, lesser than that it will give minus signs. So these 4 intervals we need to solve, and these 4 cases we need to solve, and the final answer would be what, guys? It would be the union of these 4 intervals, 4 cases. Starting with case 1, when x is less than minus 1, let's assume. So the question, x minus 2, these all the 3 moduluses would be replaced by minus signs, guys. So minus 2x plus 1 minus times x minus 2 less than equal to 8. Multiplying by minus 1 both sides, this becomes x minus 1 plus 2x plus 2 plus x minus 2. Reverse sign would be reverse, it becomes greater than equal to minus 8. Now x plus 2x plus x, which is 4x. Similarly, minus 1 plus 2 is 1, minus 2 is minus 1. So minus 1 greater than equal to minus 8. 4x minus 1 goes on the right hand side, it becomes minus 7. So multiplying by 1 by 4, we get minus 7 by 4. Now what we obtain, we will have to take intersection with what? Intersection with what we assumed, which was x less than minus 1. That we will, x less than minus 1, we will take intersection. X greater than equal to minus 7 by 4 is this, which is minus 1.75 to infinity is this. X less than minus 1, minus 1 is greater than, so it would be on the right, so it is like this. Now if you take their intersection, this portion is of number line is common, so it is what, minus 1.75, which is minus 7 by 4, is common to both this as well as this, so we will include here minus 7 by 4, minus 1 is not common, so this is the answer of case 1. Similarly, we will solve case 2, guys. So the second case would be when x is between minus 1 to 1. In that case, x minus 1 mod will give minus sign, x plus 1 will give plus, and x minus 2 will give minus sign. So x, let second case x is from minus 1 to 1. Okay, guys. So the question, so mod x minus 1, guys, it will give negative sign, so minus x minus 1. X plus 1 will give positive sign. Here mod x minus 2 also will give negative sign, less than equal to 8. Minus x plus 1 plus 2 x plus 2 minus x minus minus plus 2 less than equal to 8. Now minus x plus 2x minus x is cancels out, is 0. Now 1 plus 2 plus 2 less than equal to 8. 5 is less than equal to 8 is true. It's an identity. So what it means is whatever we assumed in this interval, whatever the interval that we assumed is fully true. What I mean to say is this interval, this whole interval is the solution for the part 2. Minus 1 to 1, guys. This solution is the second part solution. Now let's see the third part, where we assume x to be what, guys? In the third part, x is between 1 to 2, 1 included. So mod x minus 1 will give plus sign, mod x plus 1 will give plus, x minus 2 will give minus sign. So 1 to 2 is the third case. Is the third case. Let x is between 1 to 2. So in that case, 2x plus 1. This question, this will give plus sign. This will also give plus sign. Mod of x minus 2 will give negative sign, guys. Minus of x minus 2 less than equal to 8. X minus 1 plus 2x plus 2 minus x plus 2 less than equal to 8. Now x gets cancelled with minus x, 2x as it is, minus 1 plus 2 is plus 3 less than equal to 8. 3 goes on the right hand side. So 8 minus 3 is 5. 2 goes down. So it becomes 5 by 2. Now you take intersection with 1 to 2. So what we will get, guys? X less than equal to 5 by 2 is this. Okay, where 5 by 2 is included. Now 1 to 2, 1 is lesser than 5 by 2. To 2, 5 by 2 is 2.5. 1 to 2 is like this. So as you can see, the intersection is 1 to 2 only. 1 to 2 is the answer of the third case. Now moving on to the fourth part, guys, with when x is greater than equal to 2, in the fourth part, all are positive. So the fourth part, guys, when x is greater than equal to 2, in that case, this question in the next step would be this. So guys, this mod x plus 1 is replaced by x plus sign, again plus sign, so 2 times x plus 1, again plus sign, so x minus 2 less than equal to 8. Now x minus 1, 2 gets multiplied, minus 2 less than equal to 8, minus 2 cancels out, x plus 2x plus x is 4x, minus 1 goes on the right hand side, it becomes plus 1. So x 4 goes down, so it becomes 9 by 4. Okay, so this is 2.25. This will take intersection with x greater than equal to 2. So x greater than equal to 2 and x is less than equal to 2.25. Directly also we can say that greater than equal to 2 less than equal to 2.25. Okay, this is our fourth. So now let's take the union of all the 4 cases, guys, which is this. So guys, these 4 cases, first one we got to be minus 7 by 4 to minus 1. Second case we got to be minus 1 to 1 where minus 1 is included. So minus 7 by 4 minus 1 is joined here and here. Now if you can see here, it is 1 open and here 1 is closed. So 1 is also joined here, guys, in the solution set. Now again here 2 is there in open but 2 close is there, so it will be continuous only. 2 is joined in the solution set. Finally it will end at 9 by 4. Directly in the last step we can write comma 9 by 4. That is the answer. Okay, let's try this question, guys.